Hi guys, welcome back to my video. So in this video, I will talk about the question 5 to question 8 of the pretest, which are questions of integer subtraction. By using three methods I mentioned in the first video, charge field model, number line model, and pattern model, okay? And this is the question 5 of the pretest. And we know that this question is test the procedural knowledge of integer subtraction. And we found that the odd number questions in the pretest, like question 1, question 3, and question 5, are questions of procedural knowledge. And even number questions like question 2, question 4 are questions of conceptual knowledge. And I have read you guys pretest. Most of you provide good answers for procedural knowledge questions, like question 1, question 3, and question 5. And here, I will show you my answers for this question. Okay, so positive 4 minus negative 2 is positive 6. It's because we think that negating a negative number is the same as adding a positive number. Therefore, 4 add 2 is 6. Okay, this is just my example answer. But I think most of you did very well on your pretest. So you just follow by your own thought to finish this question. That'll be totally good, okay? And about the conceptual knowledge question, some of you use very good story and model for conceptual knowledge question. In the following video, I will give you some of my feedback about what I thought about the story you use. Okay. All right, so let's move on to question 6. Question 6, again, is back to the conceptual knowledge for this question. So we will have to interpret the meaning of 4 minus negative 2 is 6, okay? So I know some of you use like money or apples as a story for some specific question in the pretest. I think they are good because you don't have to always use the same stories for each conceptual knowledge question. But the three methods I teach here are universal. You can use these three methods in any one of conceptual knowledge question in the pretest. They can fit into all of the addition and subtraction questions. So I recommend you at least pick up one of these three models in order to solve the questions in the pretest. Okay, because you guys will have post-test. So you have to be familiar with at least one of the three models so that you can complete with full score for your poster test. All right, so let's back to question 6. So here we use the charge model for this question as an example. Okay. So first, as usual, I write down the equation to a form of positive 4 minus negative 2 is positive 6. Okay. And we start from positive 4. So positive 4, here I will have 4 positrons in a field. 4 positrons in a field. 4 positrons in a field. Okay. And 4 positron minus negative 2. Minus sign means we take away, right? We take away negative 2. We take away 2 neutrons from field. However, here you will find the problem. Okay, here we will find a problem. So we currently don't have 2 neutrons in the field to take away, right? We don't have 2 neutrons in the field to take away, right? So what can we do? So recall the rule. Okay, recall rule. We knew that one pair of a positron and an electron means the neutral in a field. So the pair won't change the character of an electric field no matter how many pairs in the field, right? In other words, they are invisible pairs. So based on this rule, we can have as many as invisible pairs in the field, since they won't make the character of the field change anyway, right? So back to the question. We don't have two electrons in the field, okay? So according to the rule, I will just show two invisible pairs in the field like this. Okay, these two pairs are invisible pair in the field, and they won't make any change to this field. So the field right now is still 4 positron, 4 positron in the field. Okay, still positive 4. Okay, and then so now we will take away 2 electrons. We will take away 2 electrons from the pairs, right? So that means we break the pair, just like break balance. And this break pair will make these two positrons visible in the field. Okay, again. Okay, again, because we take away these 2 electrons from the field, from the pairs. So we break the pairs. So the 2 positrons left here will be visible positron. Okay, these 2 pairs were visible in the field. And because we broke Glenn by taking 2 electrons out of the field, it is not pair anymore, right? So these 2 positrons left in the field right now will be visible. Okay, so by this way, right now the field, there are 6 positrons left in the field, and that's the answer for this equation. Okay, I know there are some people will get a little bit confused about the pairs rule, but you can repeat my video or use my animation in my PowerPoint to see that again and again. And if you still have any question, just email me, okay? Let me know you have any question. All right, let's move to the number line model. Okay, the car here will start at 0 as usual. Okay, so positive 4 means the car will move forward 4 units. Okay, so car right now move forward 4 units. And okay, and minus sign means what? Recall the rule. The minus sign means the car will switch the direction to opposite. Okay, so right now, because of minus sign, the car switch the direction to the backward. Okay, so as you can see in the PowerPoint right now. And then next one is -2 here. And -2 means the car will move backward 2 units. So the car moved backward 2 units. So and the car right now stopped at the 6th position. Okay, so which is the final product for this question? Okay, let's do this again. Okay, we start from +4, so the car starts from 0, and +4 means the car will move forward 4 units. Okay, and then minus sign means the car will switch direction to the opposite direction. So the car switch direction. Okay, and then -2 means the car will move backward 2 units. So the car will move backward 2 units. So this position that car stopped at is the final product for this equation, which is +6. Okay, so I knew some of you use the number line model in the pretest. I think it was very good. But you start the car at in this case, you start car at +4 position in this case, okay? But I would suggest you start the car at 0, instead start at +4. I know you think that +4 here, so you place your car start at here. But I would suggest you start from 0. Why? Because when you talk about the subtract hand, the subtract here is -2, right? You can't put a car at here directly, right? Because the car is moving back and forth on the number line. So we have to give the meaning of the plus sign here. So we start a car here, and the plus sign means the car will move forward for whatever the unit, whatever units like 4 here, okay? So this is one point that you may lose score for this question by your original answers, okay? Okay, so pattern model. So we assume that kids knew how to operate a positive number minus a positive number, but they don't know how to operate a positive number minus a negative number. Okay, so in this pattern, here we can see 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, and 4 minus 1 is 3. Minus 0 is 4. Okay, so we found the pattern here. Yeah, as you can see, when subtract hand decrease 1, the product will increase 1. Okay, subtract hand decrease 1, the product will increase 1. Okay, that's a pattern we found here. So when 4 minus -1, so which means that subtract hand decrease 1 from 0. Okay, the product will increase 1, so 4, so the 4 at increase 1 is 5, right? So by this model, we see when 4 minus -2, so again, subtract hand decrease 1, the product will increase 1. So when product increase 1, 5, increase 1 is 6. And that's the answer. The 4 minus -2 is 6. Okay, so that's how we interpret how the positive minus the negative is kind of like a positive number add a positive number, okay? All right, let's keep move forward to question 7. So, well, this is a procedural knowledge question, okay? So here's my answer that shown on the slide. -4 minus -2 is -2. It's because we think that negating a negative number is the same as adding a positive number. Therefore, -4 add +2 is -2. So as I mentioned before, you guys did very well on this kind of procedural knowledge question. So no worry that you don't have to copy my answer for your post test. You just do what you do. I think you are pretty good. Okay, you'll be fine. All right, let's move to question 8. Okay, so question 8, again, conceptual knowledge of integer subtraction will interpret the meaning of -4 minus -2 is -2. Okay, so we use the chart model, for example. Okay, we start from -4. So -4 means in the field, we have 4 neutrons in the field. We have 4 neutrons in the field. And we minus -2. That means we take away 2 neutrons from the field. Okay. So how many neutrons left in the field right now? You can see there are 2 neutrons left in the field. So the answer for this will be -2. Okay, pretty simple case in this kind of for this question. But however, so as I mentioned before, some of you use money or apples as a story, but most of the time, it can be used in when minuend as a positive number. Okay, like this case, the minuend is a negative number. The minuend is negative number, right? So it is difficult to represent a negative number by money or apple. Okay, so as the same thing in addition, when the argent is a negative number, money or apples cannot represent it. Okay, so that's a little problem that when you use the money or apples to explain or represent the meaning in this kind of question. So be careful. Sometimes you can use the money or apples to answer this question. Sometimes you can't, right? So that's the reason I say you had better to pick out at least one of these 3 methods I teach here for answer most of the question in the pretest. Okay. Okay, let's move to number line model. So number line model, the car will start from 0 again. And -4 means the car will move backward 4 units. So let's move the car backward for 4 units. Okay. And minus sign means the car will switch direction. So right now we switch the direction of the car. Okay. And -2 means the car will move backward 2 units. So right now the car moved backward for 2 units. Okay. And where the car stop at is the final product. So the product is -2. Okay, very clear. And you can see every single sign or numbers is well will represent by everything or every action in the number line system here, okay? Okay, so let's move the pattern model. Pattern model, so we assume kids knew how to operate the negative minus the positive, but they don't know how to operate a negative minus the negative. So we use this method to interpret. Okay, so we knew -4 minus 2, the product is -6. And -4 minus 1 is -5. -4 minus 0 is -4. Okay, so we found a pattern here. Whenever the subtrahend hand decrease 1, the subtract hand decrease 1, the product increase 1. The product increase 1. Okay. So according to this pattern, we can know -4 minus -1. So when the subtract hand decrease 1 from 0, the product will increase 1. The product will increase 1 as -3. Okay. So the same thing, -4 minus -2. -4 minus -2. When the subtract hand decrease 1, the product will increase 1. So -3 increase 1 is -2. That is the final product for this pattern. Okay, so that's all about the content we teach for this week. So the addition and the subtraction we in the pretest. Okay, so what you will do in this week, homework A, you should have to turn in by next Wednesday, 11:59 midnight. Okay, and homework A will all the same, like kind of same question as the pretest. The number in the question will change. So that provide you more chance to do some practice by your own in using either your story or your way or my 3 models, okay? But just try to make sure that you can answer every single question in the homework aid so that you will be familiar when you take the post-test, okay? And also don't forget reading assignment A, okay, will have to turn in the same day by next Wednesday. Okay, so, but there's an important thing. We will have a computational test on next Monday, the same time as the pretest that you did, okay? So on Monday, next Monday, April 13, start from 12 noon, at noon, okay? 12 at noon to 5 p.m. That will be the test time for your computational test. And this test will count as your score. So be careful when you do this work, okay? So don't forget, again, very important, next Monday, April 13, do the test, computational test at 12 to 5 p.m. All right? Okay, that's the video for today, and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching.